happy to introduce then as our next presenter, Steinbrück from Poules Cour. Poules Cour is an international, well, I guess it's also international and independent platform of citizen experts with backgrounds in architecture, urbanism, and sociology. It was founded in 2014 in Brussels on a hot summer day when a group of friends came together and realized that there's no single place in Brussels where you can go swimming outside. And since then they developed a very interesting multifaceted approach to changing the situation in Brussels. And I look forward to hearing more from Paul.
Thanks for the introduction. Indeed, I'm Paul of Poules Cour. We're actually a team of 10 to 12 people at the moment. We are today here with two. It's me on the left and Louisa, who's there, sitting there. So for answering questions, we are both here. And indeed, as Yuma said, the key moment to come together was indeed in 2014 when we collectively realized, independently but somehow collectively via social media, etc., meeting each other, there's simply no place at all in Brussels City, this is the city area, to have a swim. There's no swimming pool, there's no lake, there's no canal, there's no ponds or anything. Seriously. In this sense, Brussels is a bit specific case in the comparison on the different projects we see today. So there is already nothing. So I think in all other cities, the projects add another quality to outdoor swimming to the already existing possibilities. We simply have nothing, so we have to start from scratch. And there's not even a river in Brussels. So river swimming, we're out of this story somehow. You see a little bit the river, I don't know if the mile was. Yes, Bruce. So this is the official river. It's actually here underground, comes up here, it again, and then it's again. But the biggest one is the canal, which is this an artificial, hardly streaming canal. So this is Brussels. It has waters, but there's no swimming. Which is somehow ridiculous if you compare it to other countries or other cities, comparable cities. So cities that either have a similar size, cities that have a similar climate, cities that have a similar culture. I don't think that Brussels is so much different from Paris or Amsterdam, for example. And I think also already on the map at Tim's presentation you saw all the places in Berlin. So map 29, I'm not sure if it's still the right number, and it's just ridiculous, Brussels is 0. So if you want to have an outdoor swim or open air swim in Brussels, you either need to be rich. So on the left side it's a Google image of a rather wealthy neighborhood in Brussels with all the private pools dotted in the backyards. So it shows one side, yes, weather should be good enough because people build their own pools, hence there's also money to build pools in Brussels, maybe not in the right hands at the moment. Or you're a child, and you're somehow accepted that you at least refresh a bit in the fountains that are in the city. Or you take your car or a train and you go on quite a trip to some pools outside the city of Brussels. Which means there are actually pools in Belgium. All other cities have their pools. It's really just Brussels that doesn't have them. The first thing, we didn't really have a plan. We realized this, but we didn't in the beginning. Didn't really have a plan what to do. So we just said, well, then let's just do it. We just do kind of guerrilla style and just jump in all the waters that we find interesting to do so. So we just came with a very basic infrastructure. You see this little changing hat there. And this is a little pool under the highest building in Belgium, which is actually a cooling pool, and we just jumped in. We're kicked out after 30 seconds, I think, but for the moment and for the picture, I think it was quite a great moment. We jumped into several ponds that are all around the city. Not knowing anything about the water quality, we wouldn't have jumped if we knew back then what we knew now. And the final moment of this was a jump in a fountain on a big roundabout in a city center, more or less, which showed that it's a fantastic activity. People like it in Brussels. It's possible. Weather is there. Okay, what's the next step? Because at this moment there was no tactics or anything or strategies. It was just us having fun. But it was clear what we want. We want actually just outdoor swimming, however it looks like in Brussels. So it's the most simple collage you can make, just two pictures on top of each other. And as I said, for us it doesn't matter so much how this outdoor swimming should look like, whether it's the classic blue, classic filtered pool, like you see here, a couple of references, or on the other hand, whether it's in the existing waters, like in London or in Germany, I have a lot of examples. On the top, this is for example in Bruges during the art triennale, where they installed this for a summer. Or whether it's a combination of these or hybrid projects like Badeschiff in Berlin, which is swimming in the river, but not in the water of the river, but in a pool. Or in Paris, the structure which gives you safe access to the water, but it's still the same water as the canal. Or kind of swimming ponds which have natural filter methods for artificial pools. So we thought, yeah, what do we actually need to be pool school? And our result of this process was that we need to have two qualities. The pool school needs to be two things at the same time. At the one hand, what we do is basically lobbying. We try to push politicians, administrations, all kind of decision makers, hopefully to take on the long run the decision, let's build this pool, or a pool, or make this pond accessible, or do something in the canal. On the other hand, we are also experts. We have, as Yuma said, we have a background in architecture, urbanism, so we have specific expertise. We don't say we have expertise on everything related to swimming, but at least we can talk about the development of the city, the necessities of certain areas, the possibilities of certain areas. And since we're an independent NGO, actually, we're also able to freely work with all kinds of administrations without being taken up as a well, how do you say, politically occupied, or I don't know how to express it. So it gives us freedom on the one hand to push politicians, and on the other hand to work together with them towards possibilities. And we had two big challenges actually. One, just to create a kind of credibility of outdoor swimming, since it's not there in Brussels, and a lot of people, when we say let's have an outdoor pool, they just say, yeah, why? We don't need this in Brussels, bad weather, etc. Luckily, it has not always been like this. There were actually 4 outdoor swimming pools in Brussels in the past, and the last one on the bottom right picture, closed in 1978. There's hardly any information why they closed down. We imagine that they were all private initiatives, no public pools, well, publicly accessible but privately run. Built in the 1930s and simply were run down in the 70s after 40 years of swimming. And it was simply not the moment that where public space, public amenities were bigly demanded. People went to the sea with their brand new cars that they could afford at this time. So they were just closed and disappeared. These lands, there's also nothing left. These lands were sold, there are buildings on top of it now, so nothing to see anymore. So we had to also say, yeah, okay, but we have indoor pools, so why do we need outdoor pools? And we think there's something very specific about outdoor swimming. This is a project in Paris, which shows already, on the one hand side, swimming is something sporty, recreative. But outdoor swimming is more because it's also for us a social activity where people come together of all ages simply to have fun in the sun with their friends, older friends, or of all ages actually. So actually the swimming itself is just a reason to get together for all sorts of activities until high age, all ages actually. And also all cultures. This is, for example, an example from India, which is very similar, just specific. And it has actually always been like this. There's a history, even in Belgium. This is close to pool close to Belgium. And I think this is a nice picture because it illustrates on the one hand the swimming pool, but also the importance of all the activities around with friends and families and spending your day in the sun. And I think Golas put it very nicely in an interview in 2018. Maybe I try to translate it. It's about swimming pools, outdoor swimming pools. They are one of the few places in which the utopic idea of Karl Marx of the class-less society was realized. There are no boundaries between classes. Every newbie is immediately integrated. Swimming pools. Visiting swimming pools is living sociology, and I think that tells it quite nicely. On the other hand, we had to work on the credibility of Pool is Cool. If you're an organization named Pool is Cool, it's quite a challenge to get the mayors and administrations taking it serious. The history of Pool is Cool itself, the name, it was actually just taken in one of the first meetings we had just to give it some name. And we have one team member who comes always up with these funny names and makes them out stick. We took a year, I think, to rethink what would be good, something that combines French and Dutch, the languages in Brussels, because not being so English, a hipster thing. It took us a year, and in the end we just kept it because we already spread so much our ideas and project that it was actually impossible to change it anymore. And now it's funny if you hear politicians speaking about Pool is Cool in their statements and so. So yes, we still Pool is Cool. And this credibility thing is also linked to what kind of activism do, or how do we see ourselves, what kind of activism do we want to do. There are quite a lot of organizations in Brussels that deal with all kinds of questions around public space, around education, around nature and biodiversity. And most of them somehow mention the problem and make actions to highlight this problem, but then it stops somehow. We think it's important, with our background and expertise, that we also mention the problem, but at the same time propose the possibilities and how to develop it in order actually to push and to facilitate change, because if we don't tell them, no one will. And we developed a strategy based on these 4 pillars: action, project, research, debate. And I'll quickly go through a couple of references of these 4 pillars. First, action. Action is simply short-term actions of a day or a few days, basically that are interesting enough to get into the media and to be spread, and to highlight the qualities of the ideas and the pleasure of outdoor swimming. For example, we organized the Big Jump, which is a European-wide project to highlight the water quality of streams and rivers. By jumping in it, we do this in Brussels, in the canal. It's in the south of Brussels, and for example, the water quality which we measured is outstanding. It's fantastic. It has problems when there's a heavy rains, a bit like in the same issue like in Berlin, but it's some influence for 1 or 2 days, and after the 3rd day it's already back in a very good state. Then we have huge issues with the harbour of Brussels, who's actually managing the canal, who doesn't like us at all. They also see this canal as a highway, a logistic infrastructure, while it's actually the largest water habitat, also the largest water ecosystem in Brussels. And we need to push that this becomes also a recreative space, either here, a bit in the outskirts, but also more in the city center, where the tactics might be more the floating pool, like the Badeschiff in Berlin, depending on the water quality. And this is certainly an activity that brings together all kinds of people, all kinds of backgrounds, brings the media there, allows us to sell some shirts, and create, at least for one afternoon, a beautiful, or even just 2 hours maybe, a beautiful atmosphere which was already showing what is possible if you just dare, and if something happens, will be instigated. Another project is the super dry pool. You maybe saw the letters in the exhibition. They're here on the right for the entrance of this thing. Well, it was simply a super dry pool. The blue thing is just a plastic bash or foil on the grass, a little sloping the grass. But otherwise everything is there that you need for a pool. You have the little things to jump onto the lanes, you have resting chairs, you have a water slide, you have a changing booth, you have little food stands, you have music there. And it was part of a larger festival, a children's festival, and which was the whole day. And at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was the big opening of the pool, and it was amazing how many kids were waiting there with our pool bathtubs. And we organized some real professional, not at all professional lifeguards. You see one of them here. And basically, that's it. It was just fantastic fun. There was actually a little bit of water, as you see here, to make it at least a bit sliding. And it was a day of fun. And it, again, even though it was not a pool, it again showed these qualities of the kids in the pool having fun, and the parents just having their time to relax a bit, having the kids served by the lifeguards. And it was just a day of madness in the end. In this pool, everything, one did what he wanted, and it was fantastic. Another project, one day action was the North Beach. This is a roundabout in the Brussels North area, which is a business area, pretty dead on weekends or evenings, for example. And out of this shallow fountain, just some 5 to 10 centimeters deep, we made for one day beach infrastructure. We closed off the roundabout on this little spot, created crazy traffic jams in the morning, a lot of complaints. On the other hand, it was also, well, a project that on the one hand showed the possibilities of outdoor swimming, even in such a very urban context. On the other hand, also questioning, how do we actually want to use the public space that we have in the city? Is it all traffic, or should we actually put other focal points in the development of the city? And despite the fact that it was a pretty great day, it became a great little swimming pool event, again in and around the water, in a really extraordinary context for this one day. Projects are projects that last a little longer. That should prove that yes, the weather is not always good in Brussels, but there's enough time, even if you open it for 3 weeks or 2 months, there's certainly enough sun in Brussels to go. People will come, it's fun. The first project I showed is Bordeaux from 2016, which was a little installation at the end of one of the larger harbour basins along the canal. Again, stressing a bit the fact what's possible in this little basin should maybe in the future be possible in the canal itself. On the grey day it looked like this. The system was a very shallow construction with the water circulation and the plant filter and the UV lamp that supported the filtration of the plants and the water. We built it all ourselves from scaffolding material and some wastewater. We invited the kids of the neighborhood to talk about them, about the field activities. And this was then on a rather calm day with the kids in it, and this was a rather average day. We had to do it in shifts, only 15 kids at the same time. And again, the stark contrast of pleasure and industry, for example, in this place, made actually the specificity of the project. And there were little kids in it, but there were of course also some older kids in it, having fun. And again, this is our favorite picture of this project, since it doesn't focus on the swimming itself, but more on the activities around it and the mixity of the Brussels society which gathers around this pool. And another project was the biggest pool. Why it's the biggest, you will see. It's a bit weird spot. It's a passage between the lower and the higher part of the city. On the left side is Beaux-Arts, the art museum. On the right side, a huge construction site for a bank. And together with Beaux-Arts, we activated this place for the summer for 3 months, building there the biggest public outdoor pool in Brussels, which was a container of 2 by 5 meters. And however, it still served its purpose. It was a pool. Of course, we used it to spread, to share and spread our message. Little note in Brussels, terrible, a city of 2 languages, Dutch and French, a lot of expats for the European institutions. So all our communication has to be in English, Dutch and French, which takes, I think, half of our work, course, and time to translate simple things. Again, we made a video that also got a little bit deeper into what pool is cool is and what scenarios are in what scenarios we see for the future developments. You can see the video in the exhibition. And even though it was small, it was a fantastic pool. We had nice pool parties there. Again, it was just a leisure space for all kinds of people. And you had this nice clash of suddenly the most famous art museum of Brussels, and people in suits coming to events, and people just having a shower 5 meters beside the entrance. We had some things from Berlin there. And again, this pool became more than just a pool. It was a place for all kinds of public activities and nice parties. It was a public space simply. Research, on the other hand, while the project and actions bring us some of the media and make a fuss about outdoor swimming, on the other hand, it's nice, but we need more in order to convince politicians and administration to make it happen. We actually need to research what are the spatial possibilities, the technical questions around water filtering, the biological impact, how much does it cost, who will it pay, who will pay for it, who will run it, maybe the most important question, how do you organize the safety around swimming. An important step in this is the use of references and visiting reference projects. This was in Berlin, the Badeschiff, where we got a fantastic explanation about the whole project, so all the installations, the filter systems, etc. And took a swim. On the other hand, we tried to meet also people. This was in Kassel. We already tried something similar this year, maybe in a little smaller scale. We tried to found the Urban Swimming Association, so we just invited people from all around Germany to come. So there were already the representatives of Flussbad Berlin and representatives of ISA Flussbad in Munich, where we discussed projects and approaches and techniques and took pictures together. We think about water quality. The big question, whenever we talk about swimming in ponds or canal, yeah, but it's dirty, the water, isn't it? And we said, yeah, well, let's simply test it, and we saw, no, it is not. We now teamed up with the Brussels Environmental Administration to do the same tests on a much bigger scale all around Brussels on all kinds of ponds. We organized a masterclass with students or young practitioners from all kinds of expertises to tackle 3 idealistic places and then see what swimming is possible. For example, again at the canal where we met on site, where we met people from the harbour to discuss actually how realistic it is. In their opinion it's not realistic, in our opinion it's very realistic, so we need to find a balance in this. And we invited international experts. This is Chris from London, for example, just to share their experience and also share their experience from very different angles, so from architecture, design angles, urbanism, financial questions, social questions, which resulted in 3 fantastic projects which help us now to communicate very directly both technical questions and strategies, but even financial numbers. How much will it cost and what's the impact on the long run, for example. It was a little great 3-day event. And of course, debate means sharing our ideas and ambitions and findings from the research with the public. Can be very classic. This was one of the first moments where we presented Pool is Cool with quite an ambition. Which was a good moment that it's also always a reflection. The people we invite are as well experts in all kinds of fields, which helps us to develop the project further based on their feedback. Again, we work with reference projects to show that we are not just some lunatics coming up with strange ideas, but it's something that's internationally discussed and happening. Or we simply take out the people with the bike and go to the places where we think swimming can happen in the future, where we can have a very hands-on discussion based on the place, which is sometimes difficult when you just mention abstract strategies. And we invite, of course, also politicians and local administrational experts from all levels to discuss both our strategies and again use examples. For example, this Christophe Ribet from Paris, dealing with the whole swimming plans of Paris, which is an amazing program that they have in the wake of the Olympics, or for the Olympics that will come. And all this helps us to build up actually a base and it shows that we're not anymore seen as the funny pool guys who are swimming, but that we, I think, managed to get this credibility that we were looking for. It helps us now to develop further the real long-term permanent projects. I just want to highlight four things that are happening right now, where we are after 5 years of this pool is cool. Last October there were communal elections in Brussels. Brussels is a region made up of 19 communes, very complex. And one of the communes is the Brussels city, which is not to mix up with the Brussels region. Who in the agreements, a majority agreement wrote down that they want to build with together, or let's say in participation of the neighborhoods and together with the region, a natural open air pool on their property. It's fantastic. This is now written black and white in such a document. It's not yet a project, but we are pushing that we will get involved also in the development of this idea. There's at the moment an architecture competition running for building on the slaughterhouse site in Brussels, a new slaughterhouse, a building with a lot of cooling facilities for the food processing industry. And these cooling facilities ideally help us to heat up the swimming infrastructure on the roof of this building. There's not much more to show at the moment in the spot there, but it shows also the idea of having a building or a pool raised on the roof to 16-20 meters and the panoramic view you can have from this place. So this is really happening now. The pool is not yet, no final agreement at all, but the architects, 4 teams now drawing plans of pools. We asked, now there were communal elections back in October. Tomorrow there are elections both federal, on federal level, on European level, but also on the regional level for Brussels. We asked all the parties if they are in favor of the reintroduction of public open air swimming in Brussels, and these were the answers. So there's a great shared yes. And this is of course also something that we can use in the future to actually get back to them and ask them, okay, well, how do you implement this in your future political plans? And the most concrete project for the summer, which is not permanent yet, but it can be started permanent, is actually doing a test weekends in the 3 existing ponds in Brussels. This is one of them. Where we will organize just 2 afternoons for each pond to get into the water, but it will be the first time where you're officially allowed to have a swim in these places. And a bit what Tim said, that this is also a test to simply see how will people use it, because again there are some places which have huge lawns around it where you can spend your time with kids, families and picnic, and other places are more in an urban environment where there's hardly any space. So it will be very interesting to see how people use and react on it, and also to counteract all the general fears of administrations and other associations. People will bring only garbage, they will make noise, the fishes will die, the birds will fly away. To see if this is really the case, we suppose not, and to use these 2 days at each pond as an argument for further developments. The idea is to really come very quickly with a mobile infrastructure, set it up for 2 days, and take it away after 2 days again, and jumping basically to these 3 lakes or ponds, so it's all ponds in Brussels, to see what's possible in order to make this. This is actually a collage we had in the very beginning, 2015 already, to make this happen somehow in the future. Thank you.
We have time for maybe 1 or 2 questions. Are there any? Yeah.
How do you pay your work? Such a tricky question. Yeah.
Until the end of 2018, we didn't pay our work. It was all voluntary work, besides our jobs as architects, as all kinds of things we did. Since the beginning of 2019, I am paid and Luisa is partly paid to develop actually these projects which are now on the table, which are much more concrete than ever before. We can do this. Until now, we could do this based on money that we got, for example, for the pool at the Beaux-Arts, this biggest pool, where we got a kind of artist fee to develop this project, and we simply didn't do anything yet with this fee. It was the start to make ourselves, or to pay ourselves. And also the summer project that we're developing now is will hopefully get us over the summer, and then we'll have to see and somehow try to get involved into the project of the Brussels city and all other kinds of developments.
But a long story short, with a lot of volunteering work.
And you don't ask any entrance fees for it?
No.
For collecting money from the music? Okay, great.
You can sell t-shirts or?
You could support us?
Yes, I'll take one.
You're dealing with urban water bodies. What about any sediments that you might find there? Have you looked into what's there, maybe from earlier industrial uses?
You mean in the water itself or on the sites where we would like to build?
Both, the water.
In the water, it's actually, it's a good question. I think a lot of studies still have to be done, and we're, for example, in the canal, we're very, very far from actually realizing anything. We even got a fine for this last jump, so we will not be able to organize it again. But I think, yes, there are a lot of studies that need to be taken up, but it's a bit the chicken and egg problem in Brussels, that no one knows really about the water quality, so swimming is not allowed, and because swimming is not allowed, no one will make the measurements to find out why, because there's no one swimming. And we tried to break this, we managed to break this cycle, at least for water quality, the water itself, in a lot of these water bodies, and also the canal, where the water itself is good, but more thorough studies need to happen for all the contexts and the sediments and the solids. And so on.
Okay, really quick one.
Are we running on time?
Yes, we are. Oh, we started.
Just very quick one. The way you present the project, it's kind of blurry whether you want to just have any form of water to swim in and would potentially go back to reopen the 1970s pool, or whether you want to go into this transformation of the existing water bodies.
I think Brussels is a city of 1.2 million inhabitants. The question about the swimming. The question about the swimming will not be solved with one or the other. Our long-term strategy is that there will be, let's say, 10 outdoor swimming facilities, and some might be comparable to the old pools. However, there's no way to reuse them because they simply don't exist anymore. There's nothing left. And in parallel, swimming in the canal, swimming in some of the ponds. I think Berlin is a very nice reference where you have both ponds, indoor pools, and swimming pools. You have the Badeschiff, something very specific, soon the Flussbad, again something else. So you have millions of possibilities for all kinds of swimming activities and ways to use the water. And this is some of the final idea for Pool School. I think we have reached a goal when swimming is something daily that you don't even consider why it's a problem, or you just do it. Quite far from this.